What is the UK's interest in all of this? Why is UK interested in flooding in Nigeria?
Well, I mean, we're interested in tackling the effects of dangerous climate change across the world. We have a strong development partnership with many countries, and particularly Nigeria, and for me here in Lagos. And, it's about preventing people who are already, experiencing economic challenge from experiencing more. Because as I said, the rice crop, 25% of the rice crop disappearing, the impact on food production. So really, we see climate change as a threat to humanity. We'd like to save the environment for itself, but really we're talking about people here, the impact on people, and our commitment to helping Nigeria and growing its economy and making sure that people can live, decent and fulfilled lives. And that's, climate change is a real and existential threat to that. So
that's right.
Part of what we're doing, for example, is helping with climate resilient agriculture. How do you grow crops that don't get affected by climate change in the same way, or indeed can have a greater yield? So working with IITA up in Ibadan and across Nigeria to try and roll out different kinds of seeds that can work, helping along the value chain when it comes to agriculture, so that farmers can produce more. We need that anyway, but frankly produce more in conditions that are just more difficult. So it's part of our commitment to Nigeria. And also, I mean, climate change is one of those issues that not one or two countries can fix. Either everybody does something or we're all going to suffer.
We've not really deeply looked into the economic impact of flooding.
It's immense. I mean, studies, and you referred to, we've sponsored some research which we hope will help as people reflect on what to do about the impact of climate change in Nigeria. But, in Lagos State, what are the studies estimates? It's about $3.9 billion per year.
My word.
You say that out loud. That's about, 4.1% of the state's GDP, or 1% of Nigeria's national GDP.
We lose this.
Yeah, and that's now.
To flooding.
And that's now. And this is not a problem that's getting smaller, it's getting bigger. So the idea that there isn't an economic impact, of course there is, we know that, but it's on a scale that people would not perhaps have appreciated. And that's here in Lagos. I mean, across other parts of Nigeria, the statistics are equally frightening. So, what we do about that now, what we do about preventing that from getting worse is critical.
What do you think we can do?
Well, I mean, there are different things we can do. I mean, firstly, when it comes to climate smart agriculture, as I say, there are different ways of growing crops. We need to think about that, need to introduce that. The second thing we can do is look at how we build, make sure that we do build kind of more climate resilient houses, buildings, offices. The third thing we can do is look at the financing around risk. So we're working with Lagos State Government on climate insurance, so that when people do experience flooding, there is a quick and simple way to access insurance. You can recover from that. You can rebuild in a different way. You can access finance that makes that not kind of the end of your experience. So we're working very hard with the World Bank, UNDP, and Lagos State Government on different ways of doing that. We think that's a really tangible way of addressing that.